Hello.
Hi.
Hello,
Sorry, I was taking up Jorgen's space. Hi.
I'm Holder Richards from DaGameTrain, and with me is Zach, Zach,
Hello.
and Harry.
Yes, that's me.
Hello.
Harry has recently been promoted to the resume recruit, so there you go.
Indeed, because I got fired from my old job because my old boss was a preemptive bastard.
He was quite the bitch.
I doubt he watches these videos, so I'm going to trash talk him horrendously.
You're free to do so.
Your boss sucks, dude.
But unfortunately, we are here to do something very special today. In fact, it's so special that this very special thing has jumped from priority low to code red. It is quite special indeed. What exactly are we doing? Well, I wish I could just not say. I wish I could just forget. But this is not the Matrix. You cannot just simply take the blue pill. We'll have to go through with this because, as it turns out, there's only one other person who actually did a playthrough of this game.
And who's that?
Some random person.
Well, that's anticlimactic. Like,
Hey,
only one other person has done this game. Ooh, I don't know, some random schmuck.
He doesn't get any free promotion on the game train.
Yeah. So what is this? Well, how about some backstory to get it a little bit more easier to understand? Because I like doing that kind of stupid shit. Let's keep the long story short. Once upon a time, I was on the subreddit of Let's Plays, and I see this man come up with this idea. Ye who maketh the video of Let's Play, he said, I present ye my game. If you wish to maketh a video of it, speaketh now. And so I did, among with many others.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why does he speak like a 13th century Catholic priest?
Because shut up. And so I speaketh to him. I said, give game. And so he did.
Give the game.
Give game.
Well, it's just a paraphrasing of what actually happened. It was a bit less brutish, but basically that's what happened. And at the time I wasn't sure what to expect. The guy said that he was making a game which was not supposed to be a really good game. Well, he got that point right. A little too right. So who is this guy who made this? Well, he claims to be none other than Carf Darko. Have you ever heard of this man?
No.
Me neither. But apparently, he's some kind of a mini celebrity on the YouTubes. From what I've seen, he's got some sort of a following. And what does he do?
He's a master of the YouTubes.
What does this Darko do? Well, he makes music. He's a chiptunist, apparently. And my opinion about these people is none too good. They don't seem to get the idea right. They never seem to make the best music. I don't know.
I like the idea of chiptune though.
I like chiptunes, but I don't like the people who make them nowadays. They don't seem to get the idea of how it works.
I never knew what chiptune is.
Chiptune, alright, if I may go and quickly explain what chiptune is for people who do not know.
It's just 8-bit music, is that it?
Well, what it is, it's taking the idea of 8-bit music using emulators with things like Game Boys, Game Boy Advances, and so on, like little blips and bloops, and then using it to make music.
Yes.
Ah.
It's very light, very cheery, it's very flippity bloopity bloop. Flop.
Unfortunately, some people don't know how that works and they make something that just doesn't sound right.
1 out of 10 turds.
We'll get to the ratings later. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. At first I wasn't quite sure what to expect of this game. He said not to expect a whole lot, because the game was supposed to complement a music album. Well, I gave it a shot, And the more I played, the more I shat at how bad it was.
The more I played, the more I shit.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is Carf Darko's Arcade Madness and the grand opening of DaGameTrain's brand new, in a way, section, Lament of Gaming.
Lament, don't you mean?
And here we are. This here is the game. The viewers can already hear the sound it's making. Let's turn up the sound for our two compadres. Let me know when it's loud enough, or let me know when you want it to end. Is this good
that's
enough?
good.
Alright.
That's good.
What can I say about this? At the moment it doesn't look like it's promising anything in particular, but the menu music is just out of place. Don't you agree?
I have a question. Does that shutdown button shut down your PC?
No.
Oh.
It'd be kind of hilarious if it did.
Would be a salvation of ours. But seriously, this fucking music doesn't add up. It's something you would hear in a boss fight. Why is it here in the menu?
I want you to get so hyped for this menu.
Oh yeah, we'll get
See
hyped,
those lasers
alright.
shooting around? Get hype on that shit.
I have no words.
Yeah, let's hit
None of them good anyway.
Pro lock.
It's fuck.
It is the year
Fuck.
of 2000XX, where people look like anime characters and have the weirdest names, like Twitch, the streaming service. Yes, this guy is called Twitch.
Yes.
The very first problem
This is
you'll
a game
notice.
maker game, isn't it?
No, it's RPG Maker. But before you intercepted me, you son of a bitch. The first problem you'll notice is that I'm not able to skip any of this dialogue. I have to read all of this at its own pace. And that, I think, is a very shitty problem. Because honestly, I don't care what these people are saying. I would like to see what's going on in this area. But I cannot. No, now I can. But up until then, I have to wait till we finish talking. Doesn't that suck? I mean, you can skip the
That
dialogue in
is-
any other game. Why not here?
This looks like it was made in RPG Maker.
It was made in an RPG Maker.
Like, I've seen good things done with RPG Maker. Like, I won't shit talk because I've seen some pretty amazing things done. But, on that same note,
There are a lot of shitty games made with RPG
there's a
Maker
lot
as
of
well.
bad things that come from RPG Maker.
The best examples of shit from RPG Maker are actually in Steam Greenlight. Just look it up. You'll find them all over the place.
Yes.
And yeah, I do have to agree, there are some pretty good RPG Maker games. There is one in particular that I like, but we'll never get to record it unless YouTube allows us to record porn games.
Oh.
What? Halder, what have you been looking up in your meantime?
We'll get to that later. This is a kids-friendly channel after all, you bastards.
Right.
Yeah, sure, whatever. That's... whatever, shut
The
up.
lies.
Well, there, I selected that I selected an option that we should just walk around this so-called arcade Honestly, does this look like an arcade? I don't know. This looks more like well, at least this room in particular. This looks like the entrance to a fucking cinema or a bar.
I don't. Those clothes in the background lead me to believe it's like fucking dry cleaning or something.
They kind of do.
does. It looks like. I don't understand why you're wearing goggles. I mean, why are you wearing goggles and a scarf? It's like probably a good cool 70 in that building. Like, why?
No idea. But here's a better question. Why is this room necessary? I've been toying around with RPG Maker to know that whoever made this has wasted everyone's time, including his own, making this queue line, which appears to have been stuck. It is actually stuck. But he actually made a queue line which goes on and generates new characters with new dialogues. Look, what's the point? Nobody's gonna go here. I only went here because of for the sake of the fucking Let's Play. Let's check out the actual arcade.
To be frank,
Holy
it
fuck.
is kind of, how do I put it? It's like,
It's just
it's
eye
kind of
candy.
impressive, but it is completely eye candy. Yeah, exactly.
It's just eye candy. There's absolutely no reason to have it. Speaking of eye candy, you see this guy looking at another guy playing with the arcade? Notice how the guy looking at somebody is also playing that arcade with his mind. The wheel is turning.
Yeah.
Can
I
you...
guess you could say he's playing mind games.
Oh, you bitch!
Oh.
Pretty good.
I hate myself.
This arcade happens to have some games that might be similar to what you have seen. Like this here that I'm looking at. You might say that it's Duke Nukem because it has similar signs that you might see in Duke Nukem. But it's so hard to tell. It might be just anything. Then there's Burger Time.
Generic shooter.
Well, Burger Time is easy to notice. But honestly, I only found out about Burger Time recently, so. And then there's this game with a giant key, or is that a chainsaw? I have no idea. But what kind of an arcade has a fucking chainsaw to use?
No.
I've never seen anything like that. I've seen an arcade with mounted machine guns to use, and that was awesome.
I remember I went to some of the things at Kineticon. Oh god, what was it? I am completely fucking spacing. Oh yeah, I was at Kineticon. But to put it
You said
simply,
that
is
part.
that it was there was a machine there. It was an arcade machine, and it was literally for a table flipper. It was literally to
What?
see how strong you can flip a table.
What?
And it was like, you're playing as an old man sitting at a table somewhere, and it's just, you flip it and see how much damage you can create at the single flip.
That sounds weird and awesome at the same time.
Sounds like a carnival
It
game.
was.
I mean, how would that even work? I mean, I understand those punching arcades where you have to punch the bag as hard as you can, or even kick it, as I've seen some people do. But flip the table? That's kinda
Yeah.
interesting. I would like to see that. And what is that arcade of Polybius doing there? Don't they know that joke is dead?
I don't even know the joke.
It's
I'm out of touch.
It's apparently some kind of an arcade that is haunted or some bullshit like that. You can see a parody about it on Simpsons. That's how I first heard about it. Well, there's nothing to see in this arcade. It's kind of boring actually. So let's talk with this MatPat guy, who I don't fucking know who he's supposed to be. And don't worry, you will never find out who he is.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, cutscene.
Oh. Cutscene. Oh!
Observe
Oh,
the
it's
music
super
is back.
laggy.
Observe the greatest of cutscenes as during the credits a train is slowly skateboarding across the rails.
Fun fact about trains in video games. You ever play Fallout 3, you'll know at one point or another you have to get on a train, and it sort of darts down this very narrow hallway, just swooping and sliding. I think it's really, really cool. The entire train is just a person wearing it as a hat. That's how they're making it go as fast as it is.
Jesus Christ.
Carf Darko.
This is like a Metal Gear Solid game. He just has his name repeated all over the place.
So by the looks of it, he did the entire game. Well, we know who to blame now.
Is there actual content to this game?
What is happening?
Is there actual content? I'm afraid no.